This is a demonstration of installing the IBM Cloud App Management Server. Let's start by opening an IBM Cloud Private dashboard. This is version 2103. Open the dashboard and you can look at the availability of our nodes, which is 100%, and our deployments are 100% as well. We have sufficient CPU and memory to do an installation of IBM Cloud App Management. Let's look at our nodes. Open up Platform, click on Nodes. You can see we have 7 workers defined, as well as a management server, proxy server, and a boot server, also known as the master server. Let's look at the configuration of IBM Cloud Private. Change into the opt IBM-Cloud Private 2103 directory. Go into the cluster. And inside the cluster, I want to look at the config.yaml file. And you can see I've taken defaults on just about everything in here, with the exception of one area I want to highlight, and that is Management Services Settings. So in Disabled Management Services, I disabled Istio, Vulnerability Advisor, Custom Metrics Adapter, Monitoring, and Logging. They've all been disabled. Other than that, I took all the defaults with IBM Cloud Private. Let's go expand and extract the Helm chart. So let's go to Downloads, ICAM, which is where I downloaded the PPA file. You list the directory. You can see a 13 gigabyte file in there called App Management Server 2018. We do a tar xvf, the file name, and then we're going to put this wildcards charts IBM Cloud App Management prod 1.0.0.tgz, and what that's going to do is extract just the Helm chart out of this 13 gigabyte file. I'll pause the recording while this extraction takes place. The extraction completes. Now we're going to expand the Helm chart, which is going to create multiple folders. We do tar zxvf. In the Helm chart, you can see we've got multiple subdirectories which were created. Let's go into IBM Cloud App Management Prod, and the folder inside of that called Additional Files. You can see we have the install.sh command in this folder. Let's run the install.sh command. So we do /install.sh. Let's expand the window and we'll show you the responses to the questions. We're going to accept the license agreement. We're going to accept the default for the cluster CA domain name. We're going to install the kube control command, which is the default. Install Helm. Install and configure the Bluemix CLI. Next, we get prompted for our IBM Cloud Private BX username, which by default is admin. We can accept that default. We're prompted for the password and we provide it. Now it configures Helm and kube control. We can accept the default release name, which is IBM Cloud App Management. Provide the location of that 13 gigabyte PPA file, which is downloads ICAM, then the file name. Provide the location of the actual Helm chart, which is again downloads ICAM and then the file name IBM Cloud App Management prod 1.0.0.tgz. Accept the defaults for the master IP, the proxy IP, the proxy host name, the not updating the SYNGRID API key, and not providing a company email address. We use size 0 since this is just a demonstration environment. The script will pull all the IP addresses for our workers. We now go through a series of prompts where we're asked which worker node should these different persistent volumes be created on. These responses also determine where the stateful pods that correspond to the persistent volumes will run. Care should be given that the stateful pods are deployed to workers with sufficient resources and their persistent volumes. Otherwise, they will not be able to start. For Cassandra, we're going to go with 9.42.20.248. For Kafka, we're going to put it on a different IP address, 9.42.20.167. Zookeeper is going to go on 9.42.20.137. MongoDB is going to go on 9.42.80.170. CouchDB is going to go on 9.42.80.144. Data layer is going to share that IP address, 9.42.80.144. Next, we're prompted for what the persistent volume storage directories will be. We're going to take the defaults. It's going to be K8 data and then the persistent volume name. We go on to make the persistent volumes. We get prompted to say, do these directories exist? I went on and created a script to create these directories. Let's go look at that script. I put it in user local bin. You could put yours wherever you want. And let's look at it. You can see we did a SSH into those various IP addresses and do a make directory. Let's run the script. It executes successfully. And let's just go look at the last one to make sure the directory did indeed get created. So let's SSH into 9.42.80.144 and just change to the directory that we just created. And we can see there's CouchDB and data layer. So we'll confirm those directories exist, pressing 1. And now we're going to proceed with the extraction of the IBM Cloud App Management Passport Advantage archive file. We get prompted for our password, we provide it, and now the archive expands. I'll pause the recording while this takes place. When the archive expansion finishes, we start the import of the Docker images. You can see the first one is named Zookeeper. It's the first of 39 images that get loaded. I'll speed up the recording and we'll talk about what happens next. So over a period of about 30 minutes, these images are loaded, tagged, and pushed. These Docker images, and once the Docker images have all been loaded, tagged, and pushed, the Helm chart gets uploaded. You can see that happening right there. And then the Helm charts sync up with our repository. And then you get asked Do you want to proceed with the IBM Cloud App Management Helm installation of App Management Server? And the default is yes, and that's what we want to do. So hit enter to take the default. Then you can see the Helm install command happens on the App Management Server code. Let's accept the default service instance name, and now the deployment starts. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so the screen doesn't wrap. Every 60 seconds you're going to see this message pop up that's going to check on all the pods to see if they've become ready. You can see this first instance of this message. We've got 33 unready pods and 3 ready pods. And this command will happen every 60 seconds. I'll speed up this recording and we'll watch it progress. So over a period of about 8 or 9 minutes, we can see the number of pods that are unready gets smaller and smaller. The number of ready pods gets larger and larger until all 36 pods are ready. Then it automatically registers the IBM Cloud Event Management Identity with OIDC, and we wait for the dashboard to come ready. You can note the message up there that says all 36 pods in the release IBM Cloud App Management are ready. Let's grab that URL at the bottom. This is this URL you can use to log in to the IBM Cloud App Management dashboard. Let's copy that into our clipboard. Save it for later. So let's return to IBM Cloud Private. Open the menu. Click on Workloads, Helm Releases. And let's locate the Helm release that we just installed for IBM Cloud App Management. Scroll down and we can see the IBM Cloud App Management does have a status of deployed. Let's open our new tab and paste out of our clipboard that URL to log into IBM Cloud App Management. Click Advanced. Click Add Exception. Click Confirm. And provide credentials to log back into IBM Cloud Private. And there's your login screen for IBM Cloud App Management. Now there's a couple of other ways you can get to this same URL. So if you fail to capture it at install time into your clipboard, you can always return to IBM Cloud Private. Go to Menu, click Brokered Services, and there you can see IBM Cloud App Management. Click on Launch, and that launches that long URL the same way we did before. The third way you can get to that URL is if you open up a terminal window and run the command kubectl describe service instance IBM Cloud App Management. Let's make the results of that larger, and you can see the dashboard URL is provided. You can copy that into your clipboard, return to Firefox, and paste the URL back in, and you go to the same place. So that shows you 3 ways to get to that URL in case you don't make a bookmark of it. So that concludes the validation of the installation, and that also concludes this demonstration of installing the IBM Cloud App Management version 2018 Release 2 server code.